office today?
Hi, I had a couple issues going on.
Okay, what's bothering you?
So recently I had a couple back teeth pulled out and I'm having a hard time chewing.
Okay, did anybody go over anything that you could do to replace those missing teeth?
Someone had mentioned something about implants, but I heard those are pretty expensive.
They can be, and depending on your bone level and your gum health and any habits that you have in your daily life, whether you smoke or not, they can be a good option, but they can be very costly and they do take a while to heal and restore. So if that's your plan in the future, that would be a great option, but we do have something that we can do for you that you can get teeth a little more quickly and you can use as a temporary option so that way you can eat better and function better in your daily life.
And what would those look like?
Has anybody ever told you about partial dentures before?
I've heard of them.
Okay, I have some models of some different ones that we can make for you, and we can talk about that. I'm gonna go into the other room and get them, and I'll be right back. All right, so I did grab a couple of models. These aren't real, they've never been in anyone's mouth, just so you know.
Okay, good.
Okay, so this first one is called a cast metal partial.
That's hideous.
It can be. The good thing about it is it's really strong. It'll be good for your back teeth, especially because you're putting those chewing forces on your back teeth. So the metal will hold up really nicely. And the good thing about this kind of partial too is if you were to lose any more teeth, you could add teeth to it in the future.
Awesome.
If you're not ready to get an implant or a bridge or something like that. The only downside is it can be a little unaesthetic because it is all metal and it does have the clasps on it. So where they're going to clasp onto your teeth, when you smile they might show. That's kind of the only downfall to this, but as far as strength and durability, this is a great option.
Okay.
And then we have another kind. This one is called an acrylic partial. So this has the gums on it. It'll be pink to match your gum color. It does have a little bit of metal on it as well because it does have the clasps that hook onto your teeth in order for the partial to stay in your mouth and not like rock back and forth and move around a lot.
Okay.
This one's a little bit cheaper than the cast metal, and this is another good option for you as well because you can add teeth to this too. If you were to lose any more teeth and you weren't ready to do a more permanent type of prosthetic in your mouth to replace your teeth.
Okay.
And then this one is becoming really popular. It's flexible, so it's a little bit more comfortable for you to wear. It's thinner as well. It's called a Valplast partial. And the clasps on this are also tissue colored, so they're not going to be as noticeable as the metal. The only downside to this is it's very difficult to add teeth onto this if you were to lose another tooth in the future.
Okay.
It can be done, but the chances of it fracturing or not holding on are a little bit higher. And if you were to drop this on the floor or in the sink or whatever in your bathroom on the tile, it's not going to break, where the acrylic could crack. And the cast metal is going to not break either. It's going to stand up to that as well.
Okay.
So those are kind of your three different options.
I
as far as
definitely like
partials
that
go.
one better.
This is a great option. It's going to be really comfortable for you. It's going to fit you really well.
I just hope I don't lose any more teeth.
I hope so too, but we're going to get you in with our hygienist and make sure that you're on a good recall schedule and get your gums and your teeth really healthy, so that way this will be a good option for you.
Okay.
Until your bone and your gums are stabilized to get those implants for you.
Okay. So how do we get started?
Okay, so what we have to do is we have to take some impressions on you. And what that's going to consist of is just putting like some putty into trays, and we're going to take molds of your mouth. Okay. We're going to make models of your mouth and send those out to the lab, and the lab is going to fabricate your partial. So it is going to be a series of appointments. It's going to take the impression appointment, and then we have to do your bite registration, which what that is they're going to use your models and they're going to place some wax on the areas that you're missing your teeth. Okay. You're going to bite into that, and that's going to show the lab the relationship of your top jaw to your bottom jaw, so that way they know where to put the teeth.
Okay.
And then another great thing that we're going to do is they're going to fabricate your partial in wax for you to see first, so that way you can make sure that you like the color of the teeth, we can make sure that your bite is correct, and that everything is looking the way that it's supposed to be before you get your real partial. Okay. Then we're going to send that back, and they'll send us this final one, and you'll have something to wear and then eat and chew with.
Awesome.
Do you have any questions for me?
No, I don't think so, but I'm ready to get started.
Okay, let's get started. I'll call my assistant in and she'll get those impressions taken for you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.